Whether you're new to pool and practicing the basics, or a more experienced player performing drills to improve your shot making and positional play, the Drill Partner is perfect for you.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, y'all are doing just fine, depending on what part of the world that you're at. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Big shout out to Matchroom for helping coordinate all this. It's a little difficult at times to coordinate with everyone, depending on what part of the world they're in. But biggest tournament is on deck, as everybody knows. World Championship is starting tomorrow. Me and Mike are going to do a show this morning or this afternoon, I should say. We'll be going over the draw once it's released and all that fun stuff. But in the meantime, I want to just catch up with one of my favorite players. Been following this guy for a few years. Seems to be just blowing up no matter what part of the world that he's in. He doesn't really need an introduction at this point, but we'll bring on in Johan Chua. Johan, welcome back to the show, man. How are you? Can you hear me? Is the audio coming through at all? I don't know if I can hear you. Let me message Jack and then I'll have him refresh and then see if we can get you back on. Hang tight for me, buddy. I'm gonna send him to the back. It was working just fine just a minute ago. Let me see here. Refresh for me. All right, I just sent the message. We'll bring him on in here in just a second again. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go over the draw with Panozo here in a little bit, and then we'll also go over some like hot takes and stuff like that as well. So let me see here. As soon as I get Johan back in here, we'll bring him on in. He's fresh off the night open victory, obviously World Cup of Pool champion, one of the favorites coming into the this year's World Championship as well. So lots of different topics to go and discuss with Johan, and I'm pumped. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. All right, I'm gonna bring on in the chat here for a moment while I get Johan back in here. MV says hello. Michelle says good morning. No Romanians in the World Championship. No, who would be as far as Romanians? Maybe like a Roman Heidler type player. Surprised if he wouldn't be in there. Let me see if Johan's not back with us just yet. Let me know who you guys think is going to win the World Championship. I'm watching you on YouTube. You're watching on YouTube. My daughter's in the room. Come say hi. You want to wave at everybody? We'll bring, it's never it's never easy going here. Yeah, no, it's been an interesting start to this World Championship. Obviously, the lack of players has been a little frustrating on our end, but as far as the players list, but nevertheless, we're excited to chop it up as soon as the draw is coming out. Jonathan asked, "What time is the championship supposed to start?" Uh, I don't know. I don't know what the time difference is just yet. We might have Johan back. Hang tight with me. Johan, can you hear me all right? I can't hear you. I don't know why. Check your audio settings if you can. I can't hear you. I heard you come in, so Jack's helping me out here, my media guy from Matchroom. If you guys can hear me, just try messing with the settings a little bit. I don't know why it was working just fine. Now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me? Everything's good?
Okay, I can hear you just fine. Yeah, I can hear you just
Okay,
fine.
that's good.
Appreciate you
Everything's
for for making time for us, man. First of all, how are you feeling this morning or this afternoon, depending on what time it is over there? You doing all right?
well. It was fine. I ate lunch with Emily, Mom Emily, this afternoon. We ate some local foods here, so it's really nice.
How are you feeling with all this like extra attention and being a focal point of the press conference and things like that? Because you're a pretty low key guy. You kind of keep to yourself, and now you kind of have all the bright lights on you. Like, are you used to it yet, or is it uncomfortable for you? What's that process like for you?
Oh, I'm so happy that people are now appreciating my hard work, my 2 decades of hard work in this sport. So yeah, I'm really really thankful and grateful that now they can see and recognize me because I've been doing this for a long time. It's more than half of my life. So being recognized in the sports that you love, that you do, that's the thing that you love. It's really a nice feeling for me.
Yeah, it's
So I
crazy to
love
think
every
about,
moment
man.
of it. I love every moment of it. Yeah.
It shows too, man. Like the sincerity of how you feel, and Just very genuine. And it's crazy you say half your life because, man, I remember been following you for probably like over 10 years now, and to think how young you were even back then, and now to kind of be on the biggest stages and just you're kind of in the same breaths as like a Carlo Beato and all the monster Filipino champions, and it's because of your hard work, like you mentioned, man. What was it like? What was it like out there in Dubai? Obviously, a big final against Federer. Talk to me about that tournament and how your game was, and how are you feeling coming off of it?
Well, playing with Federer in the finals is such a it's one for the book for me. Playing the number one player in the world, the best player in the world so far as of the moment, being shared with him in the stage of the final is such a honor for me, and I'm so happy that I won the event, and it will give me confidence. It gave me confidence that I won the event, and playing Federer in the final, beating Federer in the final is such a crazy moment for me.
Why would you say he's such a difficult opponent, Johan? Like, what makes him so tough to beat?
Well, his focus and his game are really, it says it all. His achievement in his age, he's like a machine. He's like a robot. The way he plays is really amazing, and then it's really so good, and it's one of the toughest opponent in this era.
You found yourself in a hole, I think, in that match early on. I want to say you were down like maybe 4-1, something like that. Is that right? And then you ended up just cruising from there, man. What changed for you after the first 5 or 6 racks in that match?
Well, I was down like 3-1 when then he broke and scratched the break. So I got, and the next rack and the sixth rack, he missed another easy shot. So it gave me confidence to get in, tie the score 3-3. So from there, I lead 4-3. Then everything there was I was leading the whole match from 4-3. I was leading two racks, one racks, and then eventually after 6-5, yeah, 6-5 or 6-6, I went ahead straight, and the favor, the luck gets in my way in the half of the match.
You know how tough it is to win tournaments. In Hanoi, you beat Kopini in the final. Now in Dubai, you beat Federer Gorst. Like, where's your overall confidence at in your game, knowing that you can compete with the sport's best players?
I am so just I am just so ready in every matches now. Unlike before, if I play with the best players like the elites ones, I have a little bit of doubts because I know I'm underdog. But in the past years, since last year, I was trying to avoid that one, and now I'm getting there. I'm getting used to it, to the feeling that having shared the stage with them, with the big names. So because I know well prepared as well every tournament that I'm going to. I am preparing really really well, so I just hold on to that, and yeah, I'm just rely on myself, and I don't think and look at my opponent anymore. So yeah, it's just me in the table when I am playing now. I just
It's
enjoy
funny.
every moment of it, and just try to entertain the fans, show my talent to the world. Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because I remember like seeing you in big spots earlier on in your career, and you were like, man, I was such an it was such a great experience to play my idol and Copini and in this player and that player, and now you're talked about in those same breaths. You know what I mean? Because of your accomplishments. So to see you kind of come full circle is pretty awesome from a fan standpoint. Um, Talk to me what it means to you to represent your country on these bigger stages, and to go and carry the pride of the Philippines and on the biggest of world stages.
But of course, it means a lot. It means a lot for me, to be able to represent my country. Not a lot of people, not a lot of players can do that because lack of sponsors in our country. But showing being me as representing the Philippines, I can showcase the talent of our country, that we are still one of the best in when it comes to billiards. So yeah, hopefully I can continue this and I can continue my career, and inspire more people, inspire more my countrymen to come out and play in the world stage. Because
Do you,
as we Filipino, I think we deserve to be known because we've got a lot of good players there. Like been hundreds of players like in the same level. So if these players comes out in our country, then the whole world will be in a dangerous spot.
they'll be in trouble, that's for sure. I mean, you hear these stories of like, the cab driver can beat you, and I've talked to many players, and every time they go to the Philippines, and it's like, man, I'm getting robbed by guys I've never even seen before, and that the talent pool is so deep out there. How responsible do you feel to like carry yourself like professionally, and with pride and humility and professionalism, being one of the stars of the Filipino pool community, and just how you represent for the world in that matter.
Well, as of now, as you can see, I stopped playing money games already. Like it's not really. I don't really advocate the money games for the younger players, like the next generation for our country, because in the Philippines mostly we do play always money games,
Yeah,
and that's one of the reason why they don't want to travel anymore, because they are more lack on that system, on that cycle, that it's easy to make money. They don't need to travel, they can feed their
right.
families. And but it's for me, it's a lot of wasted talent in the Philippines because of that. So as you can see, I stopped playing money games. Every time I got interview or I got to give advice to the younger generation, I told them to focus on tournaments, focus on trainings, show up in the big stage. That's because if you really do believe, if you want to be a champion, you really need to just focus on yourself, training and tournaments. You don't need some money games, you don't need to be in that cycle, because if you want to win big in life, you need to go to a bigger environment. And that's one
I
of the
love.
reason why that's one of the reason why I am really trying to show it to my fellow players that you don't need to play money games to improve your game and to have a very good life, because in money games you will never have a good life in there, because all the opportunities are, if you win a big tournament, you get known to the world. That's where the opportunities comes, not in playing money game. Even though you win 100 times in money games, no one will notice you, no one will know you. Opportunities will be really, really, really less, unlike winning just one big tournament, and all doors are open for you, and it will change your life.
But how hard is it to like escape that though, Johan? Because of maybe the financial struggles that younger unknown players face in your country. Like, how difficult is it to get out of that cycle?
Well, it's all about, it's there's no easy path in life. There's no easy
Yeah,
way in life. You need to sacrifice a lot of things. Like, if you really want to improve and change your life by playing in this sports, you really need to go out to a bigger environment. That's the only way you can have that opportunity to change your life. So it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of courage. Life is hard. It's not easy, but
yeah.
if you make it one day, if you really do believe in yourself, and I really do believe you will make it, if you really do believe in yourself, and you will, ev- hard work will pay off one day. Just have to trust the process and leave it all to God.
Would you ever think like whenever you were 15, 16 years old starting to play pool that you would be in this position that you're in now?
Yeah, to be honest, during that time, during that age, when I turned like 15, I became a pro player in the Philippines. I was playing money games for almost every day. When I was in that age, 15 to 17, I really don't even think I will be able to be where I am right now, because
Yeah,
I am also lacking the system of just playing money games, easy money. I don't
right.
need to travel. It's okay if I'm just gonna hustle in the pool clubs. I don't need to, I was in a wrong path that way. But when I started playing in the international tournaments, that's where the dream uh alive again for me. When I was 9 years old, when I started playing this game, I don't think about money. I just want to be like my idols, like Mika Imunen,
Yeah.
win the World Nine Ball Championship, be a champion like them, Efren Batorres, Django Bustamante. But life changes. If you
But you have kids though, Johan, right? So I mean, like, and like your fellow countrymen, and life gets hard. You got to pay bills. You gotta eat. You gotta survive.
Yeah, but I was saving every dime of it. Every dime that I make, it doesn't matter how big or small. I just really save it and give it to my family, and I just trust the process. I just believe in myself, and I believe that the path that I want is in the right way already. So
Yeah.
I just follow it, and I'm just really lucky that I have my wife with me and my sponsor. He's the really that two person are really the reason of who I am right now, with my sponsor and my wife, because I can't make it alone without them, without the help of these two people.
Money games help make you tough when you're young, but what's the training like for you now, to help kind of recreate those pressure moments when you're back at home, or whether you're training at a pool room or whatever? Like, what's that process like to get ready for a big tournament?
Thing just just stay I normally just practice, and because pressure in money games and tournaments are different, so there's no way that people will say that, oh, you need to play money games for you to be able to be strong. You can build a strong heart for the tournament. It's not the same. It's really different, because if that's the case, then all the Filipinos will be really really good, and will be all champions when they show up in the tournament. But every time they show up, the newcomers are always, I can see them because I know them a lot, but the pressure, it's different. It's really different, and you cannot compare it. So you just have to be prepared, like how the tournament goes, like practice on a good tables, good equipment, good like the tournament balls, tournament
Yeah.
cloths, everything with the tournament, and you just have to be on that mindset. So when you come to the tournament, you just gonna have that experience to be able to build it one by one, step by step.
You were in the final four of this tournament a year ago, Johan. What didn't happen for you to continue on and go to the final? Like, what were you missing in your game that day in order to progress forward?
Well, of course, last year was the semifinal, was a bit when I played with Kachi, I was feeling the pressure. Of course, especially playing in the big stage in the World
Yeah.
Championship, and I really do believe that last World Nine Ball Championship was my experience was a bit not that much, but I gained a lot after that championship, after last year's semifinalist. I think I take it as a blessing for me to it has to happen. It had to happen to for me to lose in the semifinals, so I can grow, so I can improve more. And I see the progress of myself after the semifinal. I went to the European Open in the finals, and I lost it again. And I just have to continue what I'm doing. I said I'm in the right track. So eventually I won the Hanoi Open, and we won the Race Cup. So yeah, and now coming this year's World Nine Ball Championship, I think I'm more prepared, and I gained a lot more experience than last year.
So me and Pinoza are going to do a show a little later on this morning, and like we were talking about some things that we're going to like make predictions on, right? And um, after the last week and realizing the amount of winners that are coming out of the Philippines in every tournament across the world, it's kind of hard to bet against the Filipinos. For at least one of you guys to come through this week. How do you like your team's chances to raise the trophy by the end of this tournament?
Well, we are in the hot streak right now.
Yeah.
A lot of everywhere in the world now, every tournament, mostly Filipino wins. So yeah, hopefully we can continue this momentum. And yeah, if it's not me, I hope Philippines will win this event.
What's it like knowing that later on this year you're going to have a major tournament there in the Philippines in Manila? Presented by Matchroom, the Philippines Open. What was it like for you hearing that announcement and knowing that so many other players are going to get an opportunity to play on a bigger stage?
Well, I'm happy and proud again to be able to be back, to have a tournament again in the Philippines, like a major tournament, because as I said, Philippines are the best pool players in. I've never seen as many good players in the Philippines, in other than Philippines. So it is nice because where Efren came from, it's from our country, so it's really nice to be back on the spotlight, and hopefully there's a lot of my countrymen will show up and be known in the world.
you accomplished so much, Johan. The inaugural Reyes Cup, Hanoi Open, probably the biggest tournament in terms of fans, that we've ever seen. How are you staying like hungry and motivated and just not letting up and or getting complacent this year?
Well, to be honest, Mike, I was just trying to every tournament, just trying to show up and try to just do my part and leave it all uh rest to God, because it's just that's only my mindset now is just to show up and try to try to just entertain the fans and do all the best I can, and God will take care of the rest. If it's really for you, it's really for you. I don't force anything now. I don't pressure myself too much. So my goal is just to show up and be healthy and be and perform really well for my fans.
I got my daughter here, and I know you got a family as well, Johan.
Hello. Yeah.
One away. Uh, how cool is it to be able to compete on the biggest stages and have your kids see you and see you do so well on television and with all those fans there?
Yeah, it's so nice, especially my daughter. She's going to school already, so yeah, I know a lot of her schoolmates know this already that um, uh, I am his father, and they're playing pool because of me. She was telling me that my classmates, she really wants to play pool because they are uh, you're his idol, like that, blah blah blah. So it's really nice. It's really nice that she's so happy, and she's really proud of me. And like my son also was, every time I shoot a ball, he always jumped in the TV screen. So it's nice to watch that one.
I love hearing that. Listen, I appreciate your time. I want to just ask you one more question, Johan. Obviously, tragic news this week with the passing of Cheng Jin Lin. What did he mean to your career as a player, and what was it about his game that you admired so much?
Well, everything about in his game, I really, to be honest, like I said, I post earlier, to be I don't really post some kind of that stuff, but yeah, I can't take it. It hurts me a lot when I heard the news, and yeah, because he's one of the reason why I use gloves. 2000, it was 2008, and he's the reason why I changed my stroke. As you can see, we have a similar stroke and stance. So basically, I copy everything to him. So he's really one of my idols. So it's really sad that I will not see him anymore. But I will try to just it is so sad, Mike.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
legend, and we will miss him.
He's an absolute legend, and I agree with you, man. As a father and all these things, it's sad on so many levels, and life is so short and fragile, and we love seeing you guys compete, but at the end of the day, family is the most important thing. So I know you're gonna make your country proud, you're gonna make your kids proud, you're gonna make your wife proud. Good luck this week out there in Saudi. We'll be rooting for you, man, and thanks again for your time, Johan.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, we'll see you